those famous sunglasses. Gotta wear them. But out here, I just met Attorney General Ken Paxton, and I had a great conversation with him. Having great conversation with Texas troopers. Hold on. Having great conversation with Texas troopers. And what they actually what goes on out here. Check this out right here behind me. Right down there. It's where I just spoke to Attorney General Ken Paxton. Sorry about that. And I got to tell you, man, there is nothing at all, literally nothing that you see on TV is real. Nothing. Everything that you see on fake news Fox, fake news CNBC, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, CNN, they're not reporting any of the truth. Literally nothing of the truth. I want to give some shout outs here. How you doing, Erica? Good to see you. Renee Cook, thank you. Julie Brown. Cindy, good to see you. Rosemary, good to see you. Thank you so very much. I appreciate that. Deborah Swift, thank you very much. Good to see you. Thank you. Roxy, hello. Dylan Birds, good to see you too. Bobby, good to see you. I thank you so very much for that. Trish, hello. How are you? John, good to see you. Shout out to you, brother. Mary Ann Casper from Michigan, hello. How are you? Richard Heath, good to see you, my brother. So yeah, I was just down here with Ben with Real America's Voice, team up with Live from America. We're down here. We're getting the truth of what's happening. And like I said, you're not going to... You watch any of those mainstream fake news media outlets, you're not getting the truth. You just ain't. Not for you. You got to make your way safely, obviously, down here. And you need to speak to the people who are on this border, on this river, in these states. You got to find out from them what's really going on, because you're never, ever going to get, a straight answer, yes or no. You're never going to get exactly what's going on if you try to watch the fake news. It isn't. And I knew the news was bad, but I didn't know it was as bad as it actually is. Yes, it's very windy. I'm sorry about that. Again, I knew it was bad, but I didn't ever think that it was as bad as I've seen and heard. The stories that I've heard down here, the things that I've seen, like yesterday when we were out in the woods and we were finding birth certificates and stuff like that. Yeah, the wind is incredible out here. I'm going to try to block it. But again, if you're just joining in, yes, New Hampshire is going to have an audit that needs to be a full forensic audit, 100%. I know what's going on in New Hampshire. As soon as I get back, I'm going to address that. We're going to make calls, and if we have to go visit people and get all up in their grill and do exactly what we're doing down here, then I will. I've got a new outlook on what needs to be done in this country compared to what I did before I came down here. Where is it going? So anyway, I was just down here. If you're just joining in, I'm down here with the Texas Highway Patrol, Department of Public Safety, and their gunner boats. Just met Attorney General Ken Paxton. I put the quick video anyway, on Telegram. So if you follow me on Telegram, then you'll see that quick shout out that I got with him there, and I'll also put it on Instagram too if you follow me on Instagram. Just by the way, you should be following me on those places anyway. Telegram at Live from America, and Instagram at Jeremy R. Herrell. I believe it's Jeremy R. Herrell on Telegram too, but I only use my public page there. And like I said, I just spoke to these Texas state troopers, and what they told me was that the United States and Canada are number 1 and 2 for human and sex trafficking in the world. I did not know that. That they are number 1 and 2 for human and sex trafficking. And then what they told me was what happens is, I'm going to try to go to a place where it's less windy, maybe blocked from the wind a little bit. Hold on. I don't think I'm going to get to a place though. What they told me was that a lot of these people or even children just think that they're being smuggled to a better life. And then once they get over here, the people that brought them over here said, we kept you safe, we got you here, and now you owe us basically an unpayable amount of money. And what happens is they think that they're over here and that they're good and that they're free. And what happens is there's now a debt. And in order to pay off that debt, they basically become slaves, slave trade. And once they get in, they never get out, and it gets worse and worse and worse. And that's the stories that we're hearing down here. That's what happens. Something like that. I never knew that. Most of you probably didn't know that. Some of you probably did. But it's a story that we're not being told. It's a story that the fake news is not telling us. You know what I mean? I just have no words. And I got to tell you, the other thing too is me and Ben and I were sitting here talking to AG Ken Paxton, and we were telling him, what you're doing. He's got five lawsuits now. He's sued 5 times the Biden administration, and we asked him, why aren't more AGs doing this? He's like, I'm trying to get him to. He's like, I'm trying to get him to, but it's like pulling teeth. It's like they're just afraid. They're afraid. Literally, these AGs in these red states are afraid. But guess who's not afraid? Attorney General Ken Paxton. He's a patriot. He's a warrior. He's out here fighting for his citizens of his state and the citizens of the United States of America. And like I told him, I said, man, courage is contagious. I said, I'm from New Hampshire. I'm from about as far away as possible from you. And I said, and I didn't know any of this, but you're a star, man. You are a star from the Lone Star State, but he's a star because, like I said, courage is contagious, and we see what he's doing. And I can't believe that other AGs are not signing on and doing what he's doing. I cannot believe it. And literally, he says, he says, even in our own state, we can't stop him. We are banned from the federal government from stopping them. And I'm like, nope. So Ken, he's doing what he can do to stand up. Other AGs from other states, that's who we need to start pressuring. I know we pressure politicians. I know we call politicians. I know we email politicians. Those are not the people that we should be pressuring. It's the AGs. It's the AGs who have the power to bring charges and who have the power to enforce state law. That's who has the power. The politicians have power. I get it. And like I've been saying, until I got down here, I was like, hey, it's the state reps, it's the state senate. And it is for making laws. But for enforcing laws, it's totally the AGs. So we need to really, really work in our own states to get other attorney generals to act and work like Ken Paxton is doing. And I was really impressed by him before I met him, far more impressed after I met him. Just an everyday regular guy just trying to pull I'm sorry for this wind, it is like 30 mile an hour out here. Just an everyday a guy put in a position to try to save his state and save the country. And Kamala Harris, shame on these other AGs who are just absolutely afraid. Yeah, good? What do we got? Yeah, with Ben. Let me come down here and let's talk to Ben for a minute. I know he's busy. Ben, what did you think of what they told us about the kids and the people that think that they're coming over to a better life, and they get here and then they don't realize that, now you're a slave, now you're whatever.
Yep, I hear it all the time.
I didn't know that.
That plus a lot of them come over knowing their parents basically, it's $8,000 to get them across or $4,000. They can't pay it, so they're given to the cartels as payment, and they're basically owned by the cartels. It's known. I mean, this is how most of the people, most people in Central America don't have $4,000 lying around. That's why they're coming to America. They want an opportunity.
Yeah.
That means that your life now becomes that $4,000, and you never pay off that debt.
See, when I was thinking of trafficking and stuff like that, I was thinking it started over there and then came over here.
A lot of it does, but it's both.
Wow.
It's on both sides, because the cartel's here. Like, people think, the cartel corruption's in Mexico. No, it's in America.
Well, didn't he say that America and Canada are number 1 and number 2 for
slavery, basically, now?
Wow.
So the left,
ain't that something,
that attacks people, that says America's oppressive, that's focused on slavery from the 14, 15, 1600s, is ignoring slavery that exists today.
Oh, and complicit. Not ignoring it.
They're aiding and abetting in it.
Aiding and abetting in it.
And so the Democrats, slave traders of old, are now the Democrat slave traders of today.
Some things never change.
Yep.
So here's these gunner boats, folks, and here's the brave men and women who
are
going
to be on with Ben.
Okay. All right. Well,
you want to be on?
No, I do. I'm going to stay live until you say.
Yeah.
So anyway, folks, we're going to be going live with Steve Bannon in about, I don't know, a couple minutes. So I suggest while you're watching this feed, as soon as I shut this feed off, that means we're going with Bannon. So if you have the Real America's Voice app, or just go to americasvoice.news or go on your Dish or Roku, Ben and I will be on there here any minute with Steve Bannon.
I think so. He's on with Mike Lindell right now. So, Mike can talk. So.
Mike can talk? No.
God bless Mike Lindell. And by the way, if you go to mypillow.com,
which one?
And you put in promo code Frontline, you can get up to 66%. 66 or 60?
Up to 66.
Up to 66. Now, that doesn't mean you get 66.
It's
Each
up
product's
to.
different.
Yeah.
It's up to 66. But if you put in the promo code Frontline,
or LFA.
Or LFA. Or LMFA.
Or Frontline.
Yeah,
or LMFA.
So LFA or Frontline,
yep.
You can get up to 66. And this is bypassing the middleman, the sold out corporations that have stopped selling My Pillows. It's up to us. We the people.
Yep.
We got to bypass those guys. Go direct, buy American, buy My Pillows, buy all the products.
Yep. Support.
So he's on, but the moral of the story is he's on with Bannon right now, and so God bless him.
So make sure if you want to support Ben, help Ben out and help his growth for what he's doing, because he's doing a completely different thing than I am. How about you go on there and buy some slippers, put in Frontline, and then go on there and buy a pillow, put in LFA, and then you can sleep and walk around at night. So wonderful, so comfortable.
Yep.
But folks, I'm going to go ahead and shut off right now because we're going to go on with Bannon. So if you want to continue to watch Ben and I here, we're going to be going with Bannon, and then we have a special on Real America's Voice from 2 to 3 Eastern Time. 2 to 3 Eastern Time, we have a special from where we were yesterday, a whole hour.
For some of the people, you might want to say that's 1 to 2 Central Time.
There you
that's
go.
12 to 1 Mountain Time, and that's 11 to noon Pacific Time.
You got it. See, I'm all messed up. I can't even keep track of where we are, what day it is, what time it is. But anyway, folks, I want to just thank you so very much for keeping. I'm sorry that we're not doing the show like normal, but when I get back, we'll be doing. I'll be back Friday. I'll be back Thursday night, but Friday we'll start live from America again, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, just like we always do it. So please continue to support, please continue to share, and get the word out there. We love you. God bless you, Ben.
God bless you guys. Stand up, expose this, share this everywhere. The mainstream media is not going to do it. The fake news, fraudulent media, propaganda media that's complicit in human trafficking right now, they're not going to do it, because if they did it, they'd be exposing themselves. It's up to us to do it.
He said it. All right, guys. We'll see you on Bannon's show here in just a second. God bless you. Remember, there are right ways. There are wrong ways. There's only one Yahweh. Stand up tall. Keep your shoulders back. Keep your chest out. Keep your head up high, because you are a child of God, and no weapon formed against you will ever prosper. All right.
This is